Hey everybody, I had a visit last week from my Mojo, which has been missing for quite some time now. Mojo found her way home and left me with a couple of creative journals for you guys. I was really happy about that. She encouraged me, since I did not have any paper or paper pads, to recycle my old art journals. So you'll see a lot of original art in these books. They were a ton of fun to put together. I will have them listed in the Etsy store. I hope that you guys enjoy owning and using them as much as I enjoyed creating them. I'm hoping that Miss Mojo has just, she took off yesterday afternoon, and I'm really hoping that she'll just be gone for the weekend and then she'll return and we can get some more, more work done. This was created from a 9x12 mailing envelope. You know, there's manila envelopes that you can get. So it is 6x9 on the spine. I won't be doing any more of these kind of spines because it was super difficult to get this thing bound using the fabric in here, because it was layers and layers of paper as well as fabric. But it does look really smashing and really pretty. These were a lot of, like I said, you know, when she suggested that I use the many art journals that I have in order to fill the books with original artwork, I was like, oh yes, please, let's do that. So big thanks to Mojo for showing up and helping me out. I've been in a creative conundrum. This starts out with a really sweet pocket in the front. I love this type of tie. I don't really know what it's called, but you know, I'm not going to take it all the way apart, but I love it. Also love the image on the front. You guys know that I'm a guitar player, so this like gypsy soul bohemian girl with the guitar really did resonate with me. We start out with a kissing couple, and there are two hearts right here on a paper clip. So whether this is, you know, maybe this is a book that you guys do together. Maybe you are the queen and king of hearts and you can work on this as a couple. That's totally a suggestion. You know, don't have to do that. It just kind of popped in my head. I really love this image of the little girl and the little boy kissing. I think that's really very sweet. There is a belly band right here. The belly band is a fabric belly band that has all kinds of kitchen ephemera on it, from coffee pots to chickens to baskets to timers to knife and fork to a rolling pin. These are from a vintage cookbook, so I just kind of plucked out a few things that looked like, you know, they might be fun to stick in here, and that just goes there. Of course, you do your own thing with the belly band. Example of original art. In 1992 in Hollywood, California, I met Judd Nelson at the Hollywood Hilton, and we talked for a bit, and you know, we were talking about luck, and he said, you know, my mom always said you make your own luck. So this was kind of a page that I just devoted to my visit with Judd Nelson. It says make your own luck right here on this beautiful little ladybug. The only way to have compassion is to understand people's lives. I think that is a very wise saying. It's also because we tend to only see, like, from our perspective. If we it's hard to shift into someone else's life, you know, to try and understand that life without being so invasive. You know, there have been people that I've known where you plain just don't really ever get exactly what went on with them or what is going on with them. And, you know, you have to get their perspective in order to kind of understand things. This is a pocket right here If you guys watch me do some jelly printing, this is part of a jelly printed page. Vintage ephemera from Pittsfield, Maine, which I'm probably thinking came from Miss C. Thank you, Miss C. There's some sweet imagery right here. A chocolate Duchess cherry ale. I'm thinking this came from Michelle, and I'll show you some more things that came from Michelle as well in another book. And there is just a little doily right here and a card that says 11. I couldn't resist this. This box was mailed to me, and it had all of this Florida ephemera, and this is a Publix supermarket, an old Publix supermarket ad, vintage ad. And I thought that it paired with these classic American cookies went really, really well. Years of Flight. This is from National Geographic magazine, and it has a couple, flight-oriented ephemera bits sticking in here. You can use this as a glue book if you want. It has a lot of writing space. So you've got a writing space here, a writing space on the back here, writing space here, lots of places to take notes or to do what I've been doing lately and kind of figuring out your next steps and what you might want to do and what you definitely don't want to do anymore. Because do's and don'ts are okay, right? I mean, we focus on the things we do want to do and we say, well, I don't want that. But, if you're familiar with Abraham discourages us from saying, I don't want. You try and focus on what you do want. These are some cards, and I used the the front cover of a Seed magazine to make a page here. It is totally devoted to sunflowers. We think about our friends in Ukraine and thinking about them so much these days as just war rages on, and so many people pass from physical shoes into non-physical shoes there. This is just an old earring, and this, I'll try not to take this, well, I'm going to have to take it all the way off to show you this. This is just a little tip in right here that I did not do very well. I'll go back and retip that. And it says dwell in the uncommon, and then it has some little things that stick in the pocket here. Again, blank items that you can journal on, or you can, you could even use this as a Happy Mail book, because it does have a lot of inserted pieces in it that you could use to brighten up someone's Happy Mail. This is a project that I did at collage strips. Joy DeFee did this, and I made a whole ton of them, and then I didn't know what to do with them, and I was like, that'd be pretty good to put these in our books too. Mojo said that would be a good idea. This was the cover of an insert that I made, so you can kind of see that it's a little beat up on the ends here. Another collage strip right here. A little bit of Edith Holton right here. I made a whole bunch of bookmarks and, again, didn't know quite what to do with them. This says no regret. I think no regret makes a really good journal jump off place. If you're doing some journaling about being regretful or regretting the decisions that you've made, which I've kind of been in that spot lately. Actually, I've been in that spot for about a year now. And I think it's super helpful to just write about, there's a wonderful quote that says, forgive yourself for what you didn't know before you knew it. How about that? That's a good one, isn't it? It's good to write things out and to just kind of do brain dumps every once in a while about, I'll be 64 this summer, and nothing like aging to make you kind of revisit your regrets, which isn't very good, but it's a great jump off point to other things that you might want to journal about. So we have a little flip up here with Volkswagen, and it says, "Home is wherever I am with you." Love that. Mom sent me a whole pad of these, and I just thought that they were really sweet. Mom's been sending stickers. Haven't talked to her much lately, but that's okay because we correspond by mail quite often. These are copy dyed pieces here. This is just an interesting part of a book that I had in another. It's called Women at Work, that I had in my personal art journal, or one of my personal art journals. This is a pocket, plenty of places to stick things into, papers, ephemera, mementos. You know, what a fun book to take to the beach or the mountains or wherever your soul sings. My soul sings at the beach. I think this is 1946, a book called Farm Buildings by John C. Woolley. It's a crazy, fascinating book about how to build farm structures. You know, we didn't do prefab things in 1946, so it's a very, very interesting book. Again, we have the cookies. What's your favorite cookie? You know, I love just a plain sugar cookie. I just think that's really, really good. This is a little flip out right here. It has an actual activity book on the inside right here. Even though it's a child's activity book, it's fine for you to visit childhood and do things like that. A lot of paper strips here, along with bookmarks and things like that. We've got a little kitty cat here, along with a Ritz cracker bookmark. More of the jelly printing that I did. This came from a personal art journal. I did this 10/13/2019. I think this was probably done around the same time. I love this image, and I've got a jelly print here, so you can kind of see how that plays out. And this was just a collage page. So basically what is not collaged or jelly printed is coming from one of my journals. So I hope that you guys like that. Let me tie her back up. Not tie her back up. That sounded, that didn't sound quite right, did it? Okay. And they do come just like this. These books are, we're going to do 32 on these. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to ship them yet, but you can check out the Etsy listing and see how I'm going to ship them. I also don't know if I'm going to stick with the 32, so check out the listing. I never quite know what I'm going to do with these. These images are from Lindsay Zenor. I'll put Lindsay's information in the description box below so you can check her out. She has these wonderful printables, and she does have a service at her website where she will print and send you things, and that was my option here, and I'm really glad I did that. This is a Michelle Wynne piece. I've got Michelle's information right here. I will put that in the description box as well. Michelle is an amazing book creator and artist. I can't really say enough good stuff about her. She also has like my dream job, which she's a cheesemonger, and she gets to taste cheese for a living. How would that be? Another collage piece using pieces of collage that I had used before. This says avoid the crowds. It has a little photo of a little fella on, little fella, I do believe. This is a Journaling by Fives book that I did several years ago. Up here it says don't judge. When life gives you lemons, squirt someone in the eye. Don't make no lemonade, squirt them in the eye. A little tuck spot right here with lots of fun papers. I made this, I took really a liberal kind of approach with my seed catalogs and really did use a lot of them in these journals. So, you know, definitely different from the things that I've done before. I have to tell you, if it's cool with Mojo, I think that this is going to be the way that I'm going to be creating from here on out, because I can create collage art and do painting, and it's a more inclusive look at how I work and why I work. So this, you know, if Miss Mojo says it's cool, then that's probably what we're going to be doing from here on out. I think this is a Michelle piece too. Just wanted you to know somebody cares. Not me, but somebody. You know, we always got to have a little giggle. And this is another collage piece as well. This is, I think this was an illustration from a book, and I just really did like, I love anything sci-fi. It just really reminds me of being a child and my dad letting me stay up late and watch sci-fi movies. That was just like the most special thing in the whole wide world. A mistake just means you tried. This is just an art trading coin that I have put up here with the Brad. More imagery here, especially this imagery does go with the First in Flight imagery that I have going on here. Another pull from that jelly plate. I got some nice texture, y'all, and it was absolute joy to work with that jelly plate. Thanks. Thank you, Lady Slipper, for sending that to me all those years ago. I still love it. I still use it. Another journaling card. Lots of journal pieces right here. Moon inspired and star inspired right there. I like the tuck spots that we were able to create here, you know, whether it's a belly band or a side tuck spot or a pocket or whatever. It was really fun to be able to utilize the things that I have so much fun creating back into journals. This is Sally Ride. It's kind of a card that that just flips out like this. And then this comes off and this flips out as well. So lots of just, it's got a lot of flipping out, but it's a good kind of flipping out. Not a bad kind of flipping out. A tuck spot here, another jelly plate print, fun. A big stack of stuff right here. Another little pocket here. This is an authentic piece of ephemera, Charlie Chaplin Night, arranged by Nagawikas at the Bon Fray on North Avenue, Newhall Street, December 31st, 1915. Good gracious. More ephemera right here. Mines are like parachutes. They function better when open. That's attributed to Tommy Dewar, but I've heard that from other people as well. One of my original portrait, pencil portraits right here. And another little flip out here. More of that luscious packaging from Florida. This is probably one of my very favorite, this was from a Raw intuitive journal. Jenny Belly does a class called Raw, and it says raise your expectations. I really did like that. This book also has a pocket in the front and a pocket in the front and a pocket in the back. So there we go, y'all. I do hope that, you know, my muse shows up again this week. We'll see. I've been doing a lot of gardening while I'm waiting. I've been doing a lot of, I've started an eBay store and a Poshmark store. So I will provide links to some of the things that I'm selling at those two stores that you may find artistically interesting as well. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye.